Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Kevin's Commentary on Comics. Today I'm going to do a little news roundup because certainly there's plenty of comic related news that happens. A lot of it, most of it, is in the TV movie area, but we will touch a little bit on comics themselves. So let's get started. So Gotham is winding up its first season with the introduction of yet another long-running Batman character, Lucius Fox, who will be played by Chris Chalk. Now, Lucius Fox is a business manager to Bruce Wayne and has a hand in creating all of those wonderful toys that the Batman plays with. Now, I've never seen Gotham, and quite frankly, I probably never will. A Batman series without Batman just doesn't appeal to me. And after what appears to be kind of a rocky season with ratings going on up and down, they have been renewed for a second season. Maybe if they start actually bringing in a man and a bat, I'll start watching it, but kind of doubt it. Continuing on the DC TV series line, Supergirl's costume for the upcoming CBS TV show was debuted last week, being worn by Supergirl's star, Melissa Benoist. I hope I have that right. Benoist? I'm terrible with names. I've said it before. I will continue to say it. I just don't get them right. Maybe if I actually went out on the web and did some sort of phonetic lookup of her name or anyone's name, I wouldn't waste time saying stuff like this. Anyway, I'll have to admit, the costume is a bit darker than I thought it would be. It looks a lot more like the costume that was introduced in Superman Man of Steel, but I still like it. They could have gone bare midriff or super short miniskirt just to kind of accentuate the fact that this is Supergirl. They kept it classy and I like that. What about you? What did you think about it? Leave a comment below and let me know. Moving briefly to comics, Marvel continues to roll out bits and pieces of its Secret Wars event that's coming out in May and June of this year. This week, it's a fold-out of the complete Battle World. Now, for those who don't know, Marvel is doing something with its Secret Wars event coming up this summer. The original Secret Wars came out in 1984, was supposed to be just a tie into a Mattel toy line, but now Marvel seems to be taking the Secret Wars banner and doing something much bigger with it. I quite honestly haven't been keeping up with the news on this because I don't want to be spoiled about what's coming, but from what I understand, it sounds like all the other Marvel titles will be canceled. They'll be replaced with a line of maybe 41 possible titles to match the 41 territories in Battle World, and all of the titles seem to tie back to key storylines within the Marvel history. Now, if all this happens and the Marvel Universe does go through some change, but it comes back with its history pretty much still intact, they have not completely rebooted like it's a brand new young Spider-Man or the Avengers have just been formed, if they don't do that, I'll be happy. If they do that, it's going to sound very New 52 and very DC, and I won't like it. At some point, I'll take a couple episodes to talk about the original Secret Wars, the much lamented Secret Wars 2, the sequel to the original Secret Wars, and this new Secret Wars thing that's coming up as soon as I know more about it. Going back to movies, Hugh Jackman has stated that he wants to play Wolverine for as long as they will let him, and for my money, they can let him play Wolverine for as long as they will let him, allow him, as long as he wants to, as long as he's breathing. I mean, let's face it, when he turns 70, he's probably going to look like he's 45 anyway, so who cares? In fact, word is he'll be shooting Wolverine 3 in early 2016. Robert Downey Jr. first teased and then made a big announcement this week with a contest to benefit Julia's House, the only hospital dedicated to treating children with life-limiting conditions. Now, based on your donation amount, you'll get a certain number of entries into the contest, along with some extra swag that goes up in quality as the donation goes up in price. Ultimately, you're winning a chance to party with Robert Downey Jr. at the premiere of Avengers Age of Ultron, and who wouldn't want to do that? So if you got some money, donate $50,000 and you'll get 500,000 entries into this contest, plus you'll get a private screening of Avengers Age of Ultron with you and 9 of your friends, some concept art signed by Robert Downey Jr., and a Pelican survival case signed by him as well. I have no idea what it is, but it sounds pretty cool to me. Once again, this proves that Robert Downey Jr. is not only a great actor, but a great man. This organization sounds like a great cause to donate to, and while I don't have $50,000 to donate to it, I did make a donation and will be getting a t-shirt, but the donation itself was fine. Matt Fraction, along with his wife Kelly Sue DeConnick, have signed a 2-year movie deal with Universal Television to create and adopt some of their comic book properties. In fact, one of the plans is to adopt Fraction's Eisner and Harvey Award-winning comic book series, Sex Criminals. Now, I have never read Sex Criminals, but based on the title and this cover, I think I will. And finally, have you seen the video, What If Wes Anderson Directed the X-Men? I've included a link here, and there will be one down in the description. As far as I'm concerned, this is why the internet exists, for funny, dry, witty, and maybe a little bit, maybe on purpose, low rate. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Sometimes these little fan-made videos aren't that great, but this one was a lot of fun. Take a look. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. That's all I have for news this week. If you have a comment about any of the stories I talked about, please feel free to share. I'll try to answer anything I can. Until next time, this is Kevin. That was my commentary. We'll talk to you later.